A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? It's me, Quentin. It's me, Quentin. Sorry, I had a bit of a brain fog right there. It's me, Quentin. This is our daily political update. And I'm super excited to be back with you all. We are only going to do one story tonight, one update, just because I am not all the way 100% there. As you all know, I tested positive for the COVID. But I still wanted to swing on through here and, give a little bit of an update on something that, we are all trying to see what's going to happen. And that's around that stimulus check. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. But I just want to say, hey to everybody. I see y'all down there in them comments. I see Correll. I see Tammy Thurston. I saw Jacob. I see I Got Questions. Tracy Jones, Winston Walker, Jesse B. Winston Walker. Now I feel like that's the first time I said that name. Hey, how you doing, Winston Walker? You finna get thrown into the daily deluge of names. Winston Walker. Correct. Everybody say hey to Winston Walker. Hello, Winston Walker. That's right. Yes, indeed. Okay, I see Corey Smith, Jay Single, Julissa Bradshaw, see her. Trace Levy, see you. Shani Watson. Okay, hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Yes, Tiffany, thank you. I do feel a little bit better. But again, not all the way there. Like today, I had a good amount of hours where I was like, very alert and good and just, not even really doing anything, but just alert and upbeat. And maybe about an hour, fatigue hit me out of nowhere. I was fatigued all over again. So I was like, oh, okay. Can't quite make it through the day without getting the fatigue yet. So that's okay. We'll get there. Okay, just reading comments, Yes, Winston Walker. Hello. Everybody say hey to Winston Walker. Good. So hopefully this kind of wraps its thing up. I've looked at the CDC and just looked at the various precautions and stuff like that. And so good thing is I have not been on medication for 2 days now. And I've had no fever, so that's a good sign. The CDC website says in relations to breaking quarantine and all of that, because I was thinking I could still potentially move. I'm supposed to be moving to the 2-bedroom with the production studio in the other room and all of that good stuff. That's supposed to happen at the end of this week. So I'm like, okay, can I still do that? And what does the CDC recommend? And so per the website, they are okay with people breaking their quarantine at day 10 if they're not still experiencing any fever with no medication. So I decided to kind of test out just to see where I was going to be yesterday. And I was fine yesterday. I've been fine today. I haven't taken any, and medication is really just like the Dayquil and stuff like that. So I've not taken any of that and I've been okay. Never lost the taste or smell. Never lost that. So I have to say I'm on the right track. And so we'll just see. So I still may potentially move towards the end of this week if this continues. So that's that. Now let me do a little bit of housekeeping. Let me drop the link, baby, because the people down there. Not edit the link, copy the link, baby, because the people down there at the Goalie Gummies, they said they're doing a 40% off 2 bottles off of their 3-bottle pack. So they lowered it because I think the 40% was on that large bottle pack. But on their 3 bottles, I think it's you buy 2, get 1, something like that. So just check it out. There's the link right there. Let's see here. I got questions. Just continue to monitor any abnormal symptoms The problem with COVID isn't survival, but recovery. Right. Yeah. No, I'm keeping an eye out on it. I mean, everything has been fine. I haven't had those severe symptoms for at least 4 days. Really, it's just been the fatigue these last couple of days in my throat. But my throat is fine. Like today is the second day where my throat wasn't hurt or sore or anything like that. So it's really just the fatigue that I'm excited now. So yeah. I'm excited about getting better and healing up and all that good stuff. Tracy Staten says, I got my goalies and ended up buying the 3 bottles for a second purchase. Yes, indeed. Go ahead and get your 3 packs. Go ahead and get your. Okay, now what Winston Walker say? I have lasting side effects since March, praying for your full recovery. Now, Winston, what kind of side effects you got? What you got since we didn't call your name to the carpet and everybody know your name now? Winston Walker, what kind of side effects you have? Tiffany Folder says, I got my first order of Goalie, only got 1 bottle to see, loved it, order some more. Okay, baby, I'm trying to tell you, the Goalie gummies, them things hit. The things is good, okay? They are so very, very good. But let's get into this STEMI check. Let's talk about that since we got some approval on that, and let's discuss that for a little bit. So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure when did the STEM check even pass? Y'all know I've been down for the count. All I knew was after Sunday, I remember waking up, not after Sunday, I remember waking up after Christmas, and I was like, did they pass it? Did that man sign it? Because them people gonna lose their benefits. Then I was back asleep, and then I woke up again, and it was passed, and I was like, oh, okay. But I definitely think that that was the next day. Yeah, that was definitely Sunday. Yeah. Oh, Linda Kendall. My husband and I got it over Thanksgiving. Speaking of COVID, then I gave it to my 77-year-old mom. We're all recovered, but it sucked. My mom and I are still dealing with bronchitis symptoms. Wow. Okay. Oh, good. But that's good to hear that y'all recovered. I'm sorry to hear that y'all are still dealing with ongoing symptoms, but I'm glad that you're here able to type and not on a ventilator somewhere. So that's good. So yes. So let's just talk about what we got going on in here. So y'all know everybody's well, not everybody, but there's that $600. Everybody who makes less than $75,000 is gonna go ahead and get that $600. So that's been passed. That's good. I don't really want to get into the shenanigans of what Trump was doing. Let's just talk about what's in it and what we can expect. So there's that. We're waiting on that check to come through. Although one of my interns told me that some people didn't get their check. She said she's one of the people that the IRS couldn't verify was a real person. So I'm not sure if any of you all experienced that with the first round, that $1,200 round. But she was telling me that she was one of the people, and I didn't even know that there were people that did not get that first round because they couldn't be verified. But she was one of those people. But coming up, I guess in the next couple of weeks, we'll be getting that $600 for anybody that does not make that makes under $75,000, $1,200 for couples whose income is not surpassing $150,000 a year. So they'll be getting a little change right there. People who make over 99, ain't no check for you though. Ain't no check. They say y'all probably already good, so they said ain't no check for y'all like that. So no, if you make about $100,000, ain't no check for you here. Also in the bill, $600 for each child listed as a dependent who's under 17. Okay. Unemployment, an additional $300 a week for 11 weeks. Although from what I hear today, or not although, but in the lane of unemployment, some people are going to see pauses or not get payment for a week because Trump decided to sign it on a Sunday instead of last week, which means there's going to be a lapse in certain states. But I guess technically there'll be a lapse in all states, but certain states are working to rectify that. But there's I'm going to say unintended consequence. I don't know if it was unintended or not, but I'll say unintended consequence to that. There's 25 billion in rental assistance and also keeping that eviction moratorium in for people who are renting so that they cannot be kicked out. Also 284 billion to support small businesses. So we talking about PPP. Please regulate the PPP the correct way this time. Please make sure the PPP get regulated the correct way. Winston Walker, can you please tell them people to do the PPP right this time, please? 10 billion for the Postal Service. We need to get Louis DeJoy up out of there, but okay. 250 million for Head Start, 1.7 billion for HBCUs, tribal colleges, and minority serving institutions. This law now, I was going to say bill, also expands and extends employee retention tax credit. So that's good. You know, employers that end up keeping their employees get a little tax credit for that. 14 billion for rail, bus, and other transit systems. 32 billion to buy and distribute the vaccine. Probably need a little bit more money in that. 54.3 billion for public K through 12 schools. 13 billion for SNAP benefits. That's food stamps. And 614 million for Puerto Rico and territories for nutrition aid. So that's what's in that current bill. Now, let's also talk about a potential expanse of the 600, because we saw that Trump was trying to hold up this COVID relief package, saying that, you know, the check should actually be $2,000. Oh, I didn't even say, you know, send super comments and super stickers this time, huh? My bad. Thank you, Correll. I'm coming to, child, the COVID's still on my brain because I didn't even say do that. Okay, thank you, Correll. We'll come to that in a minute. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we know that Trump wanted to hold this up or was threatening not to sign it, saying that, you know, the direct stimulus payment should be $2,000 and $600 is not enough. Well, we see he's since signed it. And as of tonight, the House actually passed with bipartisan support. So meaning Republicans and Democrats, it reached over 2/3 majority in the House that said, yes, give the people $2,000. And so what this does is really just add on additional monies to be able to be sent out. Now, this gets kicked over to the Senate, which we'll see like what actually happens with that. So we know for sure the $600 is coming. We'll see what Mitch McConnell wants to do in the Senate. It's so interesting though. Somebody made a really good point I heard on TV earlier, was that it's interesting that Republicans are breaking from Trump with this. Like, this is their red line, getting money to people, the $2,000. Like, you didn't break with the racism. You didn't break with the Charlottesville. You didn't break with the Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. You didn't break with the ongoing credible sexual assault allegations from women against Trump. You didn't break from any of that. You didn't break from any corruption. You didn't break from nepotism. You broke from none of that. You didn't break from him not defending us against Russia and these attacks. You didn't break from any of that. But you're deciding to break from $2,000 to the American people. You didn't even break from the tax cuts. So it's just interesting where people are finding themselves. I thought that was such an excellent point that someone made earlier today. Like, so you break, you finally had enough when it comes to getting people help and money in a once in a generation pandemic. Very interesting. Correll Anderson Parcell, thank you so much for the super comment. For those of you all that are watching, and I saw some people say that it's new, they are new here, by giving a super comment, that's a way for your comment to be featured on the screen. It is a feature only available to those of you streaming on the YouTube. So just wanted to put that out there. If you want to, we can spend a little time and chit and chat on that. Okay, so Correll says, I was worried about you and your health. Glad you're feeling better. Also, I signed up. That's for Patreon membership, but can't see any videos / do anything on the app. Really? You should be able to see it. Like, okay, so two things. Did you sign up directly through my link, or did you go sign up like for Patreon itself and you're looking for me? That's a question. Because when I first got on there, I was like, there was nothing there. So you have to like choose the specific person. But you should, because I could have sworn I saw your name. I'll have to send you a message. I did see your name because I shouted you out one night because I saw you on there. Send me a message, Corel. Oh yeah, you're right here, Corel. Okay, let me make. Did you ever get my welcoming message? Because I sent you a message on the 15th. But thank you so much for the super comment. We'll get it worked out and see what's going on in the background. Yeah, we'll see what's going on in the background. I have one membership and it's through yours. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yes, Crystal, are you still doing the one-on-ones tomorrow? Yes, I am. I have them scheduled. I mean, as long as I'm not fatigued, I plan on doing the one-on-one tomorrow. Crystal, I got you tomorrow at noon. I see you tomorrow at noon on my calendar. On my calendar. Yes, I got you. So for those of you that want to do one-on-ones, that is a feature through the Patreon. Excuse me. So definitely y'all sign up for the Patreon if that's something that you want to do. I'm dropping the link one more time. We'll get y'all going together. So back to the stimulus though, and the $2,000 that, I just don't know what Mitch McConnell is going to do. It's just going to be very interesting. It'll be very, very interesting to see, are they even going to take it up, because Mitch McConnell has not taken up. There's been so many things that he has not taken up on the floor. So are you even going to take it up? And then if you do, how are those Republican senators going to vote? It's going to be super interesting. I see you, Tammy. I'm going to come to you in a second. I'm going to come to you in a second. We're going to talk about that. But it's going to be super interesting to see how they decide what they are going to vote for, or what they will break from. That makes absolutely no sense. So Tammy, thank you so much. Inquiring minds want to know, did you watch Wonder Woman 84, Soul, and Ma Rainey? So I had not watched Soul yet, and I hadn't watched Ma Rainey yet. I was supposed to do it over the weekend, but I ended up getting caught up in a series called Stargirl. It's one of it's in the DC universe. It was actually pretty good. I thought it was super cheesy episode 1, but it was really good. And I ended up watching the entire series this weekend. I did watch Wonder Woman. We kind of talked about Wonder Woman a little bit over the weekend. I told y'all I wasn't going to say anything until Monday. So if you have not watched Wonder Woman and don't want me to ruin it, this is your time to hop off the live, because I'm going to tell you exactly what I thought of Wonder Woman. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonder Woman was such a complete waste of time. I was so freaking bored and annoyed. Afterwards, I was like, why is this movie still happening? Why? I was laying here watching it and I was like, why is this still happening? And then when it was over and I realized it was 2.5 hours, I was like, that's 2.5 hours of my life that I will not get back. It was we could have, everything they did in that movie, they could have done that in 45 minutes. It was so drawn out, and it was just I didn't like it. I didn't like it. To the magic monkey paw, somehow the man coming back to life. I did not. Somebody said exactly how I felt about the movie. The storyline could have been so much better. And for it to be 2.5 hours, could y'all give me some more action, some more Wonder Woman-ish? I wanted to see some more, and some more power. I felt like the first Wonder Woman, we saw so much more of her power. This one, it was all that talking and wishes and organs failing. I was like, what is happening? What is happening? Or even the cat lady, they should have, I thought the cat lady was going to be more of a villain. She only became a villain in the last 30 minutes of the movie. And they only had I felt like the White House fight scene was a really good, the White House fight scene. That was good. That was a good scene. I enjoyed watching them go, hiya. But I needed more of that. I needed so much more of that. Yeah, it was too much talking, and then it was too much music playing at the end. It was just very drawn out. I didn't like it. Then the super villain lady, she turned into that cat. I was like, what? I was like, she was just human and had power. Now she a whole cat. Like it was too much. Yeah, don't do that no more. They wasted my time. I'm not watching that again. Okay, it looks like a lot of people agree. Corinne said, I thought I was the only one that noticed about the music. No, at the end, it was like I didn't know if I was watching a movie or if I was like at the opera. It was so much music, like so much long space of no words and just music, like, but continuously. And it was like different songs. I was like, what are we trying to jump somebody's musical career here? Did I not know? Like what's good? What's good, niece? I got questions. Thanks so much for the super comment. The first 10 minutes was good about the Amazon. So I want the next movie to be, the Amazon part was great. That was good. The fight, that one fight scene was good. Cause even when the girl turned into a cat, like that fight scene, wasn't all that good. That fight scene wasn't all that good. The only fight scene I liked was in the White House. That was a good one. But then even that was kind of random. Like the movie was random a lot. Like a whole lot. So yeah. Yeah. It was just very, very random. So but I did like how the Eva girl, like y'all notice how she kept progressively getting like sus fashion sense and progressively, like I was like, oh, okay, I like that. That looked nice. Okay, cool. Like that was entertaining to see the fashion sense, but yeah, I ain't care for it. I didn't like it. So anyway, guys, I'm starting to get a little hot under this hood. That is all for today's political briefing, even though we divulged into, I guess, pop culture and talked about Wonder Woman. I'll try to watch Soul and Ma Rainey sometime this week and give my thoughts on that as well. Maybe I'll do a whole little review. Oh, maybe I should do a review. Maybe I'll do a review on like Beneath the Surface and like critique Wonder Woman. It's going to be all bad though. Maybe not, because it's going to be all bad except for them 3 parts I like. So, goodness. Yes, we are well-rounded, Aaron. Correct. We well-rounded around here. We don't just know politics. We know what's going on in the culture. We know what the peoples is doing. So, guys, thank y'all so much. This has been a good, short, quick, briefing. I am going to go refill my cup with water. And go lay back down and watch, I guess, Hunger Games Part 2, Katniss Everdeen. Wait. I can't do it because I'm swallowing now. Okay, let me get off of here. I will see you all tomorrow, God willing. God say the same. So y'all have a great rest of your night.
A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day all day unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.